There's nothing quite like the taste of freshly squeezed orange juice in the morning. But how fresh exactly is that orange juice that we get from our grocer's shelves? Well, today, that's what we're going to be talking about. And we're going to decide whether paying the extra cost for that freshly squeezed orange juice is worth it. Stick with us. Now, have you ever wondered why at any time of the year you can buy a certain brand of orange juice that has the same flavor, taste, consistency, and level of sweetness, no matter what the orange crop was for that particular year? Now, the reason that's possible is because of food science and the use of flavor packets. Yes, even in your freshly squeezed orange juice that's delivered to your grocer's case, these flavor packets are used by a lot of the brands out there in order to deliver the same quality, taste, and consistency to you, the consumer. Okay, so why use flavor packets? Well, agriculture can be pretty finicky, and each harvest can be a little bit different, and depending on the type of orange juice that you're using in your orange juice, you may get a different flavor if you relied solely on the fresh fruit. And since we're dealing with mass production and, satisfying the demands of consumers like you and I, the brands and this mass production rely on food science to give them the edge they need to deliver a quality product to you and I. Now, the process itself is actually pretty interesting. They'll take a harvest, they'll put it into big bins and sometimes store it up to a year. Yes, even the freshly squeezed stuff could be stored up to a year before it's delivered to your grocer's case. Now, at first I went, ew, but think about wine if you're a wine drinker. There's a process that goes into that and a little bit of food chemistry that allows us to be able to consume the wine that we enjoy with our meals, right? Well, orange juice isn't quite at the level of wine connoisseur, but you kind of get the idea that sometimes if you're mass producing and mass delivering seasonal products all year round, there's got to be something going on in the background to make that possible, right? So the question I ask myself is, okay, if I'm at the grocery store and I'm paying more for freshly squeezed orange juice, thinking that I'm getting a product that's closer to the source, is it really worth it if most of the brands are out there using flavor packets? Now, that's an answer that you're going to have to decide for yourself. In my research, what I did is I went to the stores and I checked the brands and I checked the price comparisons of the brands that, or the orange juice brands that were advertising themselves as freshly squeezed. Now, knowing that they're not technically freshly squeezed and the grower's not picking this orange from the tree and delivering it to your grocery store in 24 hours, that kind of gives you a new perspective on how much you're actually going to pay for that freshly squeezed orange juice versus maybe the brand right next to it that is also saying it's freshly squeezed, but it's not necessarily the big recognizable name brand. Now, in the article that you can reach by clicking the link on this page, you'll get the full scoop. So for me, the bottom line was this. If I can find oranges at a great price, fresh, in season, then it probably benefits me to go ahead and get it at that price and make fresh juice in my juicer for my family. And for the rest of the year, I'll probably just buy the freshly squeezed orange juice in the grocer's case when it's on sale and at the best price. And juicing is actually very simple, and I'll show you a quick demonstration of that. But now there is one exception to this. When this information came out that the freshly squeezed orange juice actually sometimes sat in a bin for a year before it reached your grocer's shelves, there was one noted exception. The folks over at Whole Foods and their 365 brand actually said that they do not use flavor packs or that same process when they produce their freshly squeezed orange juice. So I went to Whole Foods, aka Whole Paycheck, and I was pleasantly surprised that the normal price on their orange juice was actually very good compared to the other brands out there. So again, that information is in the article, and if you click on this link, you can get all the rest of the information and the links so you can educate yourself. So for me, as always, eating as close to the source is always best. But I always say that, you know, if you can get it right 80% of the time, then your body's going to forgive you for the 20% that you kind of don't get it right. But it's more important for me to deliver food to my family that is fresh and nutritious and good and yummy and that they will actually eat. So thanks for stopping by. And until next time, stay healthy and live fully.
Thank you.